Hey everybody, welcome back to this video series here. Last time we left off, we just beat Glitzville. So now that we've done that, before we move on to the next level, I wanted to do a few of the optional side content things. So first thing, we'll go back to Bowser's Keep here and check if we have any more hunts to do. Alright, we did these already. Okay, here we go. Now this one is in the next level we're going to, Booster Gorge. And there's another one over here. Poor Todovsky. There is a spider in Glitzville that he wants us to go squish. So we can go give that a try. But before we do, let's stock up on a couple things. I've been saving these flowers for when I need them, but I don't think I need this many. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go buy some pick-me-ups. Okay, and since we beat the Glitzville arc, there are a couple of frog coins we can get there now. If you come in the bar and talk to the barkeep, he congratulates you and gives you a free frog coin. First we'll do the hunt, then I'll show you the other one. I mean, if I saw a huge spider in my storage room, I'd probably call somebody to take care of it too. Especially if the spider was like twice the size of me. But he tells you just jump on this cabinet and you'll find him. Yeah, he's a bit tough. Yellow does a whopping 1 damage. Let's see. Is this guy vulnerable to poison? We're probably a touch underleveled for this guy. That's okay. That's never stopped us before. Not much for Yellow to do on this one. He's got high defense, which is nice, but the spider doesn't seem to want to attack him for some reason. Why we buy these. There we go. What do you have for us today? Oh, battle items. Nice. But now we have to get rid of something. Don't need that. Pretty good haul. we can get into the champ's room, since we beat the champ, and we also get to use this bed. You might remember Todovsky, when you beat the champ, told you should check out the robes. They're so comfortable. So if we check out the robes, there you go. And this door is locked, but it will become open later. There's some stuff we have to do first before that becomes unlocked. It involves progressing with the story. Going along with what I said last time, or maybe it was a couple videos ago, and I have this idea in my head that Booster owns most of the land in the Mushroom Kingdom, but he also doesn't keep track of it at all. So, he owns Booster Gorge here, but for all he knows, he doesn't, because he just doesn't think about it. This guy has a hunt for us, and that hunt is here, in this level. I think we'll use black for this one. Now, behind this hut here, there's an NPC who sells the Shady Pass for 300 coins. And at this point, we don't really need it. The thing that's unlocked by it doesn't become relevant until later in the game, so there's no point in spending 300 coins right now. Speaking of which, you have two ways of going through this level. You can go through the bridge here, or you can go down and around, which is what we're going to do. I didn't want people to feel like every level was just get from point A to point B, because that's a little boring. So I wanted you to have options. If you really wanted to, you could pay that guy 100 coins, and you can cross the bridge, and that's pretty much it. You'd be done with the level at that point. Or, you have the option to come down here, around the river and the lake. Or, another option, you can fight the guy, and if you can beat him, he's gone forever and he leaves. But if you try to fight him the first time you get here, unless you're really over-leveled, you're probably going to lose, so I didn't bother. And this extra platform here on the lake takes us to another one of these star flowers. There are 5 of these star flowers in total. Once we find all 5, it opens up the path to the Star Road, which is a secret level. Most of the enemies here are pretty easy to avoid. Except for this guy, because you're on the platform. But I made them easy to avoid on purpose. I made them difficult to compensate for that. You can get around them pretty easily, but they're hard to fight if you do choose to fight them. You can see already, doing some decent damage. Black never stood a chance. there's our next hunt. The Shymore. And why not? This guy's whole shtick is he just copies your moves. I attack him, he attacks me. I use a fire move, he uses a fire move. I called him a Shymore because in the Super Mario RPG remake that was released last year, shysters are now called Shymores. So call it homage to that, I guess. Gives you an idea of where the hunts came in during development. They were one of the last things I added. This guy's not particularly tough, as long as you realize he counters what you do. So if you need a break to heal, you just don't attack him for a bit. He still has moves that he uses on his turn, but he'll just counter you anytime you attack him, in addition to that. And besides, I think we're right about at the proper level that he's balanced for, so it's not too difficult to beat him. Now this hut, you're not actually required to go in. You don't even have to talk to any of these people. So we can just leave. But since we beat the hunt, let's go talk to that guy that gave us the hunt. Alright, perfect. So now that we beat those hunts, let's go see if any more unlocked. Alright, we beat all the hunts in this room. That's the first third of the hunts. And look, got a few more. That's the one we just did. Bundt, an evil cake. Sound familiar? This one's located at the docks. This one's in Booster Fields. And Fun Koopa on the Shy Guy's ship. First things first, since we unlocked the docks, there's a shop in there, so we'll go buy some equipment before we take on these next hunts. Got some nice boat-themed gear. We're at the docks. Wait, how did I end up with two of these? I don't remember that. Oh well. sell off some of this old stuff. Buy these. This is a unique piece of equipment for Black. It boosts his stats by a bit. Compensate for the fact that, like I had explained in a previous video, he doesn't get new weapons every time. So I wanted to give him something that would actually boost his attack, because that's kind of his whole thing, is he's supposed to have higher attack power than most of the others. Always time for a nap. This area that we're in is called Dire Docks. There's this building that we're in, and then there's the docks. There's not much to it, but not every level needs to be huge. This is the shy guy that had the hunt for the Thun Koopa we were talking about. He says it's on his ship, so if we ever find our way onto his ship somehow, he'd clear out that Thun Koopa. And this guy here, if you tip him, he gives you a frog coin. Alright. We're going to take on Bundt. But first, I'd like to get some defense. That's why Yellow's on the team. Alright, and he wants us to talk to his people, his apprentices. Much like the original, the chefs themselves are invincible, but they will periodically attack you with some fairly weak attacks, and then they'll heal the cake. Now, are these guys vulnerable to sleep? I don't remember if I did that or not. No, I guess not. I tried to make this guy tough, but not so tough that he's annoying. I feel like Bundt in the original game could get kind of annoying if you got unlucky with his attack patterns. He'd use stuff like Sandstorm or Blizzard, which at low levels was practically a team wipe. So I wanted to make this guy have a gimmick where he wasn't a pushover, but that he wasn't the one you dreaded fighting, you know? got another Koopa drink. Glad we picked up a few of these. Alright, Chef, what do you have for us? We got Beetlemania. It's the same game as the original, so I'm not going to show it to you. Alright, we had that other hunt in Booster Fields to check out, so we'll take a quick nap, and then we'll go there. We're doing all items. It'll probably be fun. I don't know if I mentioned, that locked door right there, that's Cooper's house. And that becomes unlocked once Kooper is on your team. Now we fight the Doomed Lion. Alright, before we take on this guy, let's go buy some supplies. Alright, let's see. Is that good enough? Maybe buy another one of these for good measure. Alright, we'll see how much mileage this gets us. I think we really only need Red to be able to use magic, because he's the one... He's got Shell Toss, which is our most powerful magic attack, and he's got Heal, which we can use for our comrades here. We'll save. And we'll take this guy out. Posing as a flower. How dare he. This guy's tough. Yellow does a whopping 1 damage. This guy's whole shtick is that he has high physical defense, but low magic defense. So to compensate for that, he uses mute-based attacks, so that you have nothing to use but physical attacks, and therefore can't do much damage to him. But since Red's got the wake-up pin, which prevents sleep, or mute rather, we can still do some pretty decent damage to him. Green is our strongest physical attacker, and he's only doing minimal damage. Yikes. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot he could use that. Yeah, let's not waste his turn. Yellow can revive green next turn. Just because we can't be muted doesn't mean this guy doesn't hit like a Mack truck. Oof, boy. How much HP does this guy have left? Alright. Got him on the ropes. 2 more jumps will do it. Shell toss, rather. Guess which spell I overwrote with that. Alright. We got him. Nice. Yellow learns his fear attack. More frog coins. Nice. Alright, now that we've done the hunts we can do, go ahead and board the ship after stocking up on some more pick-me-ups. We have enough money for a couple. That's alright. That's all we need. We already talked to this guy, so let's go on board his ship. Let's see, but before we do, I want Red to have the Thunder Ball, because the Thunder Koopa is on the boat. This guy doesn't want to talk to us, so let's just take his cargo. Now we've accidentally stowed away on a boat. This is where we wanted to go anyway, but not a stowaways. This is one of a couple locations in this game that you're stuck here until you can get through it and beat the boss. There's no way for you to backtrack to the world map or any of the levels until you just get through it. So to compensate for that, I didn't want anybody to feel like they were stuck. So, what we have in this level, there's a shop, you buy whatever you need. There are the Shy Guys that are refightable, so you always have a way to get money, a way to get experience points and level up if you can't get through it. You may notice as you're going through this level that it's not very long. Any levels that take place on the pirate ship are not very long, and there's a reason for that. The tile set in Lazy Shell, the tile set for the pirate ship level, it's very annoying to use. It's very finicky, and if you don't do it just so, it doesn't look right. So I tried to avoid doing too many ship levels. And this guy will sell you stuff. So it's the same stuff that was available back in the Dire Docks shop. And there he is, the Thunder Koopa. Make sure, okay, we got our thunder. Yeah, yellow's not much of a damage dealer, especially to these higher level enemies. True. Okay, it missed, but it would have done 0 damage anyway. A little insurance, we just don't want red to die. Let's see if we can poison this guy. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. We really only care about red. Here we go. We might as well keep that on him for now. Does have decent defense. Heal up a little bit. I want the treasure. Paper Mario series in general makes it pretty clear that the Shy Guys are very playful, they're very childlike, so they like to play pretend. That's why we've had so many different types of Shy Guys over the years. Like, Paper Mario itself, I think, had like 5 or 6. There were the regular Shy Guys, Spy Guys, Fly Guys, Pyro Guys. So the Shy Guys playing Pirate here, that's just another one to add to the pile. They're playing Shyrates. Get a nice heal there. Alright, and then next up is the boss. And we'll put black on our team to do a little bit more damage. And there's a frog coin in this pipe, by the way. Red, hoping that we're toward the end of the ship here. And we are. You'll notice the floating chest here. After we fight this boss fight, we'll be taken off of this ship, so that should tell you there is a way back on the ship. It's from the docks. There's another arc where you're on a Shy Guy pirate ship, but after that arc, you can talk to the Shy Guy on the docks, and he'll let you back on this ship. Here we see General Guy, who is now going by Captain General Guy. Going along with what I said before of the Shy Guys being like kids, they're very childlike. I imagine General Guy kind of like the kid who he was playing as a general, but then he decided, oh, I want to play a different game instead. I want to be a pirate captain, but I don't want to give up being a general. I still want to be in charge. So I'm both a captain and a general at the same time. Just kind of a thing that a kid would say. So we've got Captain General Guy and his posse. Now, if you kill all of the enemies except General Guy, he will summon them again. So, best strategy to do here is to just defeat everybody but one of them, and then defeat General Guy, and then defeat the last enemy. I'll use red to heal. General Guy and his crew are not particularly tough to beat, but again, they're not really supposed to be. The idea, again, being you can't get back to the world map or go to any of the other levels until you beat this boss, so I didn't want him to be super difficult to get through. Come on, attack one of the guys that's sleeping. But anyway, if you missed the dialogue before this fight, the Koopa brothers were saying, "Hey, General Guy, it's us. We used to work together, remember?" And General Guy tells him, "We only worked together because Bowser promised we'd be able to do whatever we wanted, but then Mario came around and ruined everything, so we're not going to partner with you guys anymore." And that's why he attacked us. Plus, the whole stowing away on his ship thing, I guess, didn't sit right with him. But here, he tells us that he does in fact have one of the crystals that we're looking for, and if we can help him get the Bob-ombs off of his island, that he'll give it to us. The Bob-ombs that we fought in Glitzville, we kicked them out of Glitzville, but this is their home base. Now here, this is Shobo Island. We've got this big wall here. On this side, we've got the Shy Guy Fortress. On the other side is the Bob-omb Fortress. What I wanted to have was kind of an active battle scene, like you'd see cannonballs falling from the sky, maybe some Shy Guys standing on top of this wall throwing explosives or something like that. But again, the Super Nintendo is very limited, so my vision was not compatible with its capabilities. Alright, and we'll call it there for now. Once we get through this base, we have a couple of levels where we won't have access to save for a while, and some lore-heavy stuff that's going to take some time, so this seems like a good place to call it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.